Brendan English is my name, we're farming here in Garryclogher, Cahir and Tipperary. The milking block here is 27 hectares. We're currently milking 68 cows in total. So we started looking at robotics in 2016. Up to that point we were milking in an 8-unit milking parlour. I work off farm as well, so the work-life balance necessitated we look at the automated way of milking cows. We installed in March 2017. We retrofitted it into an existing building in the yard and placed our grazeway at a point where it gave ease of access for the cow, whether she's walking from A, B or C. We have a straw-bedded system. The cows come out of straw and they stand onto tanks then where they're fed. Cow comfort-wise, is second to none. We haven't picked up a cow's hoof here in about 4 years, and that decision to build simple within the system that we had, one, it made it cost effective, but also it made it easier for the cows to transition from milking in a milking parlour to milking in a robotic system. After we started up, we put all the cows out to grass 100%, trained them through the gate and onto the robot all in one go. And it took 7 or 8 days for a cow to actually lift out of the paddock and come in themselves. We were bringing cows in incrementally. By week 3, 90% of the cows were moving freely in and out to the robot themselves. And by week 6, every single cow that was here was moving freely. We had a cardinal rule that we just didn't hunt cows. Like, it's a cow-led system, it's a cow-centred system. And ever since then, we haven't had an issue with cows moving to the robot. Deciding where we put the roadways, we had our A roadway in, but the B and C, we kind of had to decide what way to break it up, and we added on spur roadways to reach certain paddocks easier. The Grazeway has given the robotic systems given us an advantage where we can utilise the grass better. We can get the cows out in a kind of a calmer way. They can incrementally come in and out. So we're finding that the recovery is better, so regrowths are better, which means cows are out longer. They're getting more grass into the system, so it's actually vital. At the moment we're in spring, so we'll try and get as much grass into the cows as we can. We have 2 blocks A and B open. Let's see, even this morning we had a cow to calf, so we get the calf away from her after maybe 20 minutes, get colostrum into the calf, get the cow milked. We'll allocate grass, then the B fence gets moved there before 10 o'clock, and there this evening now the A fence will be moved maybe around 6 o'clock to get ready for the next day. We're currently inside at night, but very shortly we'll be hoping to move out full-time ABC. In year 1, like you could see, the milk production probably, if we measured it against the previous year, about the same. But once we hit year 2 and year 3 and 4 up along the system, the amount of milk we're producing, the amount of solids we're producing. So 2021 we were up at around 540 solids. The last couple of years the weather maybe hasn't been as good, let's say, so we're back a little bit, but we're at 507 kilos of solids, and we just fed just over a tonne of meal to do that. And especially our better cows, they're possibly being fed a bit more, but they're coming to the robot more, they're being milked a bit more. Our top cow for a couple of years was doing 10,000 litres, like was being milked 3 times a day, so the system really worked for those type of cows as well. The other advantage is we have the data off the robot, so we have our fat with protein, cell count, milk speed. Let's say on the health side of things, we can tell a cow has mastitis before it becomes a full-blown mastitis case, which is a massive help. And we're finding in the last couple of years particularly, with selective dry cow therapy being a main thing, but just general hygiene cleanliness with post-treatment spray, or we have the Lely Discovery keeping the yard clean, our number of cases of mastitis have dropped, which hence means more milk in the tank, more profit. When we're looking at the breeding the cows and selecting bulls and sires, we have the individual data for each cow, and then we can look at the data of the bull we're putting on, which get that protein percentage up to like 3.4, 3.5. Our milk speed has been up to 3.5, even 3.6. So we're very much zoned in on the score of the cow it's going on, but also the bull score for milk speed is vital to the system. It's a different type of work. You can closely look at stuff like grass measuring, grass budgeting, vaccinations or health things to do with the cows. You can spend more time with that. If you're of an evening at 6 o'clock or 5, you're not rushing to get to, you can go and do something and it works around the cow, but it allows you to move around that rather than being stuck in one point. It's a very good machine, but it's really about what you're going to get after you install a robot. What backup service you're going to get as far as service the machine, but as well as that, what backup are you going to get as regards, let's say, how to run the system, how to allocate the grass, how to make it work for your farm individually. And I think that's what set Lely apart. Generally over the lifetime of the machine, we've kind of had 1 or 2 breakdowns. That's when the machine is down for a number of hours, but the on-call service is quite good. I mean, you could ring them at 2 o'clock in the morning, you'll get an answer, you'll get help. A lot of problems can be sorted over the phone or by the on-call service directing the farmer. But one of the big things is that you're never on your own. You could even find some small problem with the machine, and it might be FMS team, it might be someone from the service, or it could be another farmer that you'll take a picture of something and say, oh, have you seen this before? And so it's a bit of a community thing, and I think that's a nice aspect to it as well. I think for someone new coming into the system, the advice I give them is to get on as many like-minded farms to their own as they can. You can talk to the advisors, you can talk to the different companies and look at the ins and outs of the machines, but I think that the system and how it will work on your farm and how you see it working on other people's farms will give you the best guidance to going forward with your own plan.